Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm taking part in the Project Share blog hop with my Project Share friends Verity of Inky Butterfly, Jill of Paper Daisy Crafting and Jez of Nigeza Creates. So our theme for this blog hop is flowers. So I am going to be using these pierced Blooms dies, which come in a set of 25 different dies, and as you can see they've got a detail on them there that does show up really well as sort of pierced marks on the flowers themselves. So that's my floral part, and what I'm actually going to make and what it eventually looks like will be just as much news to me as it will be to you, is a box frame that will have a motivational message there made with the Playful Alphabet dies. Great thing about these dies is that the packaging has printed with the letters there so that you know exactly which ones are missing, and they're missing because I'm going to show you what I'm doing with them. The Pierced Blooms stamp set does come with the Pierced Blooms dies do come in a bundle with the In Bloom stamp set, but I'm not actually using that stamp set today. So I'll show you what I'm going to do while I'm doing it, but please do click on the description bar below so that you can get a link to my blog, and then you'll be able to hop along to see Jill, Jez and Verity and see what they've come up with on our theme of flowers. So let me put this to the side because that's the last bit I'm going to do. I'm going to do my motivational message for the centre first, and I've already gone ahead and done a bit of the prep for that. So as you can see on here, I've got a piece of 3-inch square card, and I've put pencil lines across at each inch, and I've also put pencil line in at 1/2 inch from the ends, and that's just going to give me a little bit of a guide to be able to place my letters. I'm placing the outside letters of each of the 3 words in line with that line there, and just in between, I'm just eyeballing in between that line, the 1-inch line, and the end of the card there. So the A will go in the middle there, and the whole message will be yes you can. You might notice that these are quite thick, and that is because I have used the foam adhesive sheets. So it comes in a pack of 6, and I just tend to cut them to whatever size I want to use. So for these Playful Alphabet dies, what I did was I just went into my scraps pile for my Brights collection card and cut roughly inch squares, because that's plenty for these dies. So I've still got 2 letters to cut. This foam adhesive sheet has 2 backings on it, so just take off 1, place on your pieces of card like so, and then your dies. Now I think I had wanted pink there and yellow there. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through my die cutting machine. Now what I would say is if you're as haphazard as me, these bits will stick to the plates that you use. So I've got old plates from my Sizzix machine that do actually fit my lovely new cut and emboss machine. And I use those old beaten up plates for things like this. So there you have it. When you take it out from the die, just make sure that you've still got the backing on there until you're ready to stick it to your piece. Here we are. And I'm just going to do that right now. So as I said, I've lined up the N and I've lined up that. I'm just going to take off the backing from the A so that I can place that in between. Now, when you put it down, you've really not got much leeway with it. If you're not confident, you could always put on a little bit of wet glue, which does give you that extra second or so to go, yep, I'm happy with that, or nope, I need to take it off and move it a little bit, like so. Okay, so you can do the same with the Stampin' Dimensionals. Just put a little bit of wet glue on there, does give you that little bit extra flexibility on that. I'm going to be brave and I'm just going to go ahead. It's kind of difficult for me because I'm trying not to get my head in the way of doing this. And again, I'm going to stick with doing the outside ones. I've probably gone a bit too low with that actually. That's okay. Then pop in the one in the middle. Oops, I'm far too far over there. That will do, and my Y. And finally the E. Now I will take those pencil marks off before I add that into my frame, and I'm going to mount it on a piece of real red. And the reason I used real red is because I've not really used real red. No, it's not even real red, it's Poppy Parade, because I decided to stick with all of the brights. So yeah, I haven't used the red, the Poppy Parade in my flowers. So bear with me a moment, I'm going to tidy this up and glue it to the centre of my larger piece, which is 8 by 8 inches, so that it fits into the particular frame that I've got. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so my poor eraser on my pencil has had a definite workout, and I've managed to get rid of all of my pencil lines there. I did make it a little bit difficult for myself going right up to the line there, but I think I've got it. Certainly you'd have to look really, really close to see any marks still there. So as I say, I've already mounted that. I've already die cut lots of flowers, and to be honest, what I cut was simply based upon how many of the dies I could fit onto the scraps of card that I had. And I've already gone ahead and layered them up as well. So I think I might have enough to go around. We'll see, I might have to stop again and cut some more, but I just wanted to show you what I did to prep these. And as I said earlier, the detail on them is lovely, really, really pretty. So I'm just using my bone folder to kind of break and relax the fibres off the card there, just as you would do curling a ribbon, just a little bit more gently on that. And then I've got one of the little centre bits. There's my proper glue, there we are. And I'll just add a little bit of glue onto there, pop that in the middle, like so, and then I've got another little flower the same colour. This is Mango Melody, and I've just got a bit too much glue there. Give me a second. Just wiped a bit of that off on a piece that was in my scrap bin. And by scrap bin, I mean that it is so small I couldn't die cut anything. That's all that goes in my bin. And one of the things that I like to use when sort of making flowers have a little bit more dimension is, as well as curling the leaves, one way I kind of press the centre, and I've found that the top of an empty tombow is perfect for that. Okay, so big question now is deciding where all of these flowers will go. So I'm going to put the bigger ones at the corners first of all, and I've also die cut a fair bit of greenery, so I can decide probably want to have it going out that way as much as I can, and then once I've got my 4 corners, I can just fill in the space after that with some of the flowers I've got. Different sizes, but that's fine. I want a yellow one there, I think. Oh no, that one. I'll put that one there. It's nice. And then I'm just going to start adding them. I can add in more as I go along as well. Okay, so I will probably speed this up. Just so that you don't have to watch a painstaking process of me deciding where I want things to go. And I'm not going to put any of them up on dimensionals. They've got a little bit of dimension from curling them, but it does mean I do need to hold on to it just that little bit longer. So the temptation is just to keep adding and keep adding. And I probably have added quite a lot more than I intended to, but hey, our theme was flowers, and I've definitely got plenty of flowers there. Now before I actually mount this, I will clean up a couple of little bits of the glue that I've not been terribly careful with, but I just want to show you, and I will also need to clean this frame because I've just realised it, even although I've just taken it out the plastic, it's not exactly clean. So I will have a photograph of the final result at the end of the video here, but I do hope that you've enjoyed seeing this come together as much as I have, and I think that this will make a really nice addition to my teenage niece's bedroom, just to keep reminding her that yes, you can do whatever you like. Please do click on the description bar below to get the links to see the blogs for the other 3 ladies taking part, and to get lots more floral inspiration. I suspect we might all have used something with the similar products, but I'm sure we'll have completely different results, as we always do. If you're new to my channel, please do click on the button to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye.